be at honey discuss issues near fine tuning the way forward. No, Omo press conference PR, and in that PR, Bosman Asari described the errors as honest mistakes. Adia ya transfer within Adia Kobabi. Unim. Adia wa punish you director in Pusigase wa transfer data without your knowledge. Electoral Commission agrees to say the officer have transferred names without their knowledge, but yet he said they are reasonable mistakes. Captain, we are in dangerous times. Look, the document that we call today as a provisional voters register is not a register. It's not fit for purpose. It's a fraudulent document, a manipulated document, mixed up values. There is no clarity in terms of genuineness. That document cannot represent a voters registration document. That is what the NDC is saying. Now, the silence of the MPP throughout this conversation is more suspicious than ever. For any serious political party a year election, you should be interested that some names are missing mysteriously from the voters register. You should be interested that people are illegally being transferred, but the MPP is quiet. Does that mean that they will be beneficiaries of the potential manipulation? Those are the questions we're asking. Then they say, oh, we are not going to join the call of MPP, but anything, the NDC, anything that will give us a clean, transparent process, we are for it. Is that not double standard and hypocrisy? Captain, Yendi MPP primaries, okay, you see here. Electoral Commission, here's about one also. It was a flawed election, rigged election. Wale constituency, today, you just mentioned it. Again, irregularities, double voting, flawed election. Today, as we speak, about 3 former MPs of the MPP are going on independent because they believe that processes leading to their losing of election was not fair, was compromised, was manipulated. These are the kind of people we are going to election with. People who have developed a strong appetite of stealing everything, everywhere. They want to steal anywhere they get opportunity. And we are saying that Ghanaians have registered. Mubaye, kukrumutina de mubaye. Anya abane etuna de na Dubai. Today when you mention election, MPP is running away. But when you mention stealing, rigging, they are all for it. We will not go into the 2024 election with any compromise process. We will not. That will not happen. So the NDC have called for a re-exhibition so that let all Ghanaians go and see again if their name is there. Because the MPP, the Electoral Commission is full of reasonable mistakes. 2, if they agree that there was theft, there was transfer, there was illegal transfer of names, then why don't we audit the whole system? Because 1, the Electoral Commission agrees when we exposed that some BVR machines were missing. They agreed with us. We said, let us do inventory. They did not agree. Subsequently, you said machine back will be torn or just to say phone. Data idea ya de kotwa ba will be torn. So how many of these incidents exist that the public do not know? So is it not better in the interest of the Electoral Commission say you better audit? Now Ubia will go into the election with a clean mind. So there's nothing being hidden from the public. So that is where the NDC stands.
Sir, and to when you know, easy today, when we accept my proposals, and say a exhibition for fraud, and I said,
yeah, the employee, okay, a trust and be here. Kenya IPAC emergency meeting.
Okay.
In all fairness, because the things that have been identified, the fundamental fraudulent manipulations are more administrative than operational. Yanko Transi. Now all political parties fairly appreciate the issues. Then we can fine-tune through discussions where we stand. Almost say 6th. A scheduled date for emergency IPAC meeting. Even before that set, The Electoral Commission is in the public. Obia Nta Electoral Commission also it is running. What has it got to hide? Nobody is chasing the Electoral Commission. When we identify the issues, the director of election, Dr. Omanebu, decided that look, let us be fair. Yan Tronkoma Electoral Commission to draw the attention. So we wrote, say, we will not also give you just a letter. No, because you are not aware of the issues. In all fairness, let's bring our sister parties to the table. Further and better particulars of the issues that we have identified. Then we can resolve it together. The Electoral Commission is on high speed, trying to please the public. When you are morally and integrity deficient in the eyes of the public, look at when Danyao spoke at the Fortinke Forum. Did you see the rousing excitement from Ghanaians? How can you be a referee that no single player trusts you, except the MPP? And Captain, going into this election, Bossman Asare is the single most dangerous element and actor within the Electoral Commission. So I'm here, he will take this nation to chaos. Yes. Bossman Asare is a dangerous actor, very dangerous, exposed, grown appetite to rig the 2024 election, not even the commissioner herself now. Bossman Asare. And I'm telling you, and he thinks that because government has put some 5 soldiers around him holding rifle, he is fortified to rig the election. He's joking. He is joking. Let me tell you. They are joking.
And that's also 2020.
Let me tell the government. Let me tell the government that anybody who thinks or no will compromise an election, nobody will be a president in 2025 out of a flawed, compromised, rigged electoral process in this country. I'm telling you.
Nobody.
And if they are thinking that they will use the military and use the police as they did in 2024, the military and the police, 2020, the military and the police have no absolute control of security orders.
They don't
have absolute control. They only have control when it is lawful. When a commander of an army is engaged in an illegality, that commander ceases jurisdiction to be a commander of an army. He's a civilian. We are commander, now politicians are going into election. And you sit on your responsibility to protect the state. And you side with one person to do what is wrong. When the public sees it and knows that it is wrong, you cease to be a commander. Captain, this 2024 election, the stakes are very high. Nobody should accept anything than a clean, transparent, credible process. If the NDC goes to an election near Lusu on merit, sir, we'll go back and do our work well. So Ghana force you. President Akufo-Addo have built a very powerful legacy. Here, Juma, you want to yen, you come on the yen, you better my President Akufo-Addo. The NDC cannot do anything. So we decided to say we must actually make a front of water. And now, woman so you better my woman so no a one village, one district, one factory. No, you better want some that. Woman so near, my Juma ye, you better about my woman. Because the claim of MPP said they have created 2.something million jobs come from one district, one factory. It was spearheaded by Alan Kojo Chirimantin. Okay. So if they decide, say, we'll vote for Afafranto, NDC cannot do anything. But power say they will rig an election 2024. It's a fallacy. The NDC is more positioned to defend the democracy of this country against all odds and get what is right being done. What's up by more the Bonia Bokronwa Bomino near election? You are in a position to rig an election against who? Captain, I must admit, we slept in 2020. The NDC slept. Today we are well awake. But for the NDC, you wouldn't even discuss these things that we have identified. But for the NDC, the public will not even know that EC commissioners are in bed with the MPP to manipulate a provisional voters register by transferring people illegally. With the full knowledge of Bosman Asare. What is he talking about? Office of Abedina TV, so control, and then we would accept hook, line, and sinker. He's a joke.
But who feels a Bosman name?
Look, he's the one being used currently.
By who?
By the MPP, by government.
The only
Bosman Asare, yes.
Is the one being used.
He's the one being used with the IT department. Bosman Asare. I mentioned his name. He is the one. He's a dangerous actor at the Electoral Commission today. Very dangerous person that we must all watch. He's the first deputy commissioner to have had about 6 soldiers armed with pistols and rifles protecting him, being driven by a driver. What has he got to hide? Captain, the governor of Bank of Ghana, has he got 6 soldiers protecting him?
No.
The national security coordinator of this country, has he got 6 soldiers protecting him?
No.
The IGP, who is the commander of all the police force in Ghana, has he got 6 soldiers protecting him? No. What does Bosman have to hide? And the government thinks that, soldier folk could be commissioner and deputy chair. You have fortified and protected them to do wrong. Let me tell you, if anybody loses their life because of the negligence of any commissioner of the Electoral Commission, they will be held responsible and liable for that loss. We've lost 8 people in 2020. We shouldn't wait for other people to be killed. Because we'll be called polling station. Now when we deal with more, there will be chaos. Look at the hustle. Centralized registration. We will be a 100 kilometers above a training. Okodu polling stations or Kotuaba. Captain, you need the DFM. Wouldn't there be chaos? Wouldn't there be chaos? And you think we will have the 2020 where a yin crofas or near Covolta radio, but a yin crofodier film near a dinner to home? No, not this time around. Captain, not this time around.